Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here with another Star Trek unboxing. Let's get down to this. This is the Transwarping USS Starship Enterprise. Collector's number on this one, 063031, which means absolutely nothing. Got this off eBay. I won't tell you who the seller is because they don't sell any of these and it's just a one-off, and that's a label. Right, the Transwarping Enterprise, it's not a massively big model. They did with Playmates stuff for quite a while, but they did the bigger Enterprise, the battle damaged Enterprise, and they did this Transwarping one, which is basically Enterprise D, Galaxy class, transwarping into the All Good Things Dreadnought class, which, let's just say, it's not the easiest, funnest thing to do, and that will come probably in a moment. There's no cardboard inside here, so I need to be a little bit careful. And there's a side arch, there's the back art there, shows you bits and bats what you need to do. So it's basically a transformer, but it's the Enterprise. So yes, during Captain Picard's unprecedented slipping between 3 time periods. Yes, we know, but it's also got, we'll find that in a moment, the insignia from All Good Things. So let's get inside. Like I said, there is no cardboard in here, so whatever comes out first comes out first. So we have the stand, the gold stand. Granted, these are second hand, they're not brand new. Come on, this is decades old now. Right, we have the main body of the Enterprise and some instructions. Be careful, 1 nacelle, 2 nacelle, 1 base. And we have some stickers that the seller hasn't actually put on yet. So, as we know, nacelle, I think these are exactly the same. No left, no right, so it shouldn't matter which way these go on here. Instructions would actually tell you this anyway, so let me show you the instructions. Ta-da! Da-da-da. And then it ends up there. Good. Let's go through these as it should be. Right, the stand goes in on the base, forward end. I thought it'd click into place. It doesn't. It kind of wedges into place a little, so that's sturdy enough for what we need. Down there, the little slot there on the bottom for each one of these, fit in, that clicks into place. It's a shame on a lot of this there's not any lighting. I like these Star Trek toys, they are interesting to play with. I mean, yeah, we've got the NCC 1701D, we do not have anything else on here except for the insignias on port and starboard nacelle. So we'll go through all these later on, I think, anyway. It does give you a full sheet of what to do, where and how. So let's go through the transwarping. It does transwarp. It went warp 13, which is a bit silly, but never mind. Right, 1, open the saucer section. Now we have saucer, secondary hull, warp engines, top, bottom. Shall we go? I know it's not really technical. Open the saucer section. Let's go sideways, shall we? Connecting the hull interface, which is that part there. Pull out, see, a 3rd nacelle inside here. Pull out, pull out the center, transwarping engine nacelle, which is actually, you have to lift that back end up a little bit to try and slide out of there and get that to like that. The picture, it's tilted back. Now you fold in this back section there so it's flat, and then put that down on top of a part that's too wide for. So you have to, this is where it all starts to fall to pieces. A little bit of bending, but not too much, as in you're going to destroy it. Hold that down a little bit. So that's 3, and then you put 4. Close interior, what? I've just done that one. into hull, and lock the nacelle down into place. See, that doesn't, to me, look right, because it does fit right. Does this go there? Nope. There. Okay, straight away I've got a problem, because one of the pins is pushed through too much. Right, small pair of pliers. I realised this would be a repair. Yeah, the pin on that articulate bit there is too far through on this side here, so it won't actually push that in. So you just squeeze that through. Usually, just making something like that destroys it. It hasn't that time, just a little scratch, and I can't get that through. Oh, that doesn't help. So, can that fit in there? That fits in there better. Right. No, it doesn't. These are a kid's toy and I can't figure this out. Right, so does that go into the first part then? No. Looks like that goes into the back, but then that... Huh? Is that meant to be that far? It is meant to be that far back. No, it's not. That don't make any sense at all. And it doesn't go that way. Right, I think it's at the front. So I need to angle that in at the front and then go, ha 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 ha, thank you. That doesn't fit on the front bit either. This is the reason why this doesn't sell very well. Right, okay, so that's now sitting on the back end of there, back a bit, and it still doesn't. There we go, I think. Flip over the auxiliary sensor part there, okay. So I don't know whether or not it's flat or if it's not. That doesn't look like it's supposed to be. That looks more like the Enterprise, that's fine, but I don't know. The Enterprise is flat on there, but it's bumpy on there, but it's not bumpy on there. Let's do that because it looks like an extra rear torpedo launcher or something like that. Okay, phaser. Oh, prepare to deploy the starboard phaser array, which is opening that. Right. Right. And then fold in that section there. And then fold up that, and then spin this around, fold that back down, and then line that so it's got a forward cannon. Copy on the other side, yes. Up, in, in, on, round. So big phaser, yes, guns on the top. Spin around, dun dun, put on the other side, dun 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 dun. Hooray, done. Is that the other side? Right, we're on the other side now. So hopefully everything stays in place. Right, underneath the hull here we have the main torpedo lance, is it? So open that, fold the captain's yacht underneath, which is there, grab hold of the phaser lance, do that, just slots there, and then why is there a big gaping hole there? It looks like that would lip inside it. Why is there a... Does it say anything about putting that inside there? It doesn't, does it? It clips into place. Why does it not look like... Ah, that section at the back there pulls out. See? That clicks into place like that. Ah, I never actually knew that. I had one of these years and years ago. And my biggest problem with it is both of these guns on top were exactly the same. So one pointed forward and one pointed back. And they are not interchangeable if they've got anything extra with them. So I just had two at that point. That were basically port side, but one on port, one on starboard. Port, starboard, yes. And it didn't seem to work right. So we're getting somewhere now, are we? Hopefully. Yes? No? Yes? Close the ventral access hatch. Right, rotate these parts round because you've got a phaser bank on top of port and stub and nacelle, as well as the center one as well. And while we're turning upside down, we've got these parts here, and a little winglet. I'm surprised nothing's fell off yet. There's little winglets kind of there. Come on. As far as they go, and then back underneath again. So you've got these two little vents there. And are we done? Yes, we are. And off we play. That is how easy it is. The stand goes underneath, goes one way, it's a half moon shape, we'll wedge into there nicely enough. I don't want to do it too much because I actually want to rebox this anyway. But, yeah. Now, what I want to do is put all the stickers on. I don't know why he's only put one on. I assume that that would not go well there anyway, so that's why that one's not been put in the wrong place, but it just seemed a little dirty on there. It wasn't too bad when it arrived. There are some grubby marks around here, like he has displayed it in some place, but it has been cleaned off. Now let me get, why is that? Some paint over there. I wonder if that'll scratch off. Whether or not the person before, the previous owner, has damaged a little bit. I don't know. Doubt it. The pendant looks like it's coming off a little bit. Pennant, pink, yes. No electronics on this, which is a shame, but there's not that many transforming Star Trek things. There's no Optimus Prime that goes into the Reliant class. There's no, yeah, I don't know who the other ones are. You know me. I'm not really much of a Transformers fan, but I have watched the films. I do think they're pretty good. So while you're there, sat there doing nothing, I'll put these on. Come back in 2 minutes, and should be all done. Then we have all the stickers on. Well, 90% of them, because I'm a bit confused with some. There's actually 22 and 20s. I know these go around the edge of the phaser banks, and I've done a couple underneath there, which is little warning things. Warning, hot on there, and they need a couple on there, a couple on there, maybe 4 on those, 4 that it goes balmy. I think it's, I might put it on the few of the big ones, but why are they 22? 22 shows back end. I think 22 are the thrusters that you can sometimes on some models see, but it's a bit overkill. It's like these thrusters on the side here. They just look so out of place. You can't fold them around both, but the thrusters are yellow. And they do fit there because that's where the plastic bit goes, but it doesn't. It's like this little bit at the front here. It's kind of, it says 17, which this is 17, and it kind of looks, it wouldn't go that way. It would have to go that way, but it wouldn't go front. And I know there's some longer, on the model, I've got the model in front of me on the screen, there are some longer windows around about there, but it just looks, without the rest of these being coloured in, it looks blooming stupid. So I've left it with as much transporter pads as you can possibly get. Big elephant in the room. 2 big elephants, shall we say. 1, that big massive insignia on the bottom. I'm going to put a hole through the middle of it to put the stand through, because that will not fit anymore. Okay, second elephant in this particular room. I know, before you say anything, I know, it's only pointed out to me, because this was what the guy originally put in, this NCC 1701D. That row of numbering, the lettering, USS Enterprise, is in the right place. However, bang underneath it is the NCC 1701. It doesn't fully fit, it'd have to fit right up against the windows there, but if I peel that off now, it's going to be knackered, shall we say. And what makes me laugh as well on the actual instructions, it does state on the box, it doesn't even show you, it's on the level here. So he's just copied that anyway and put this where that's meant to be and put a transporter emitter either side, even though alongside here there are two really close. And I know that, and I am sorry for anybody who, whatever, I am doing the Enterprise D build your own kit. Yes, they're meant to be in the middle, and that's meant to be above this row of escape pods. It won't fit. It will not fit. And I'm not prepared to peel this off, to lose all the sticky from it, to just demonstrate that it won't fit. So at the minute, that's it. Even according to the box, these are meant to be red. Are they? They've even got red on there as well, so I'm guessing they may be... Now, because they're orange with black tips, and they're just... Okay, it doesn't fully work right, but there's not a bad sculpt on it. You've got the bridge there, haven't we? And you've got some windows in front for 2 decks. There's meant to be 1 deck there, very long windows. Okay. Yep, and... yeah, the main shuttle bay is there. Can't really tell it too much anyway. And the secondary shuttle bay and the cargo bay, or all the way around, is kind of there, but not really displayed too much. More phaser banks, but it is a kid's toy. I think these are, according to the instruction goes there, I think they actually do go right up against here, inside. But I can't see on the production model where they are. In fact, I've got one on a YouTube picture. It might be there. It might be further forward as well. I don't know. But yeah, it's a good little... And I still haven't got that precisely right either. That looks like it would be better that way. Yeah. Okay. Sidewards, you're not bad. We're not bad at all, to be honest. I've even put away the gun at the bottom. The problem with the gun at the bottom is, there is a section here, and this does come in 2 parts, is, yes, the Enterprise D does look like this, maybe a little bit, tiny bit further back, but it's not far off where the emitter is. Actually, it is further back. It's a bit round about here. But where it actually goes is when the gun comes out. They actually did make the stickers. Was it the... Yeah, because they made it NCC and then put on the other side of the gun 1701D, because it was a permanent gun, not obviously a thing that goes over it. But at least on this, what they want you to do is put it that way so you can see it. Yeah, make a bit more sense. So it doesn't much to me, but yeah. And we've got navigation deflector there, all dusty and red, which is great, but there could be some blue in there, could do a bit of lit, but there's nothing stopping me ever unscrewing all of the million screws holding together. There's nothing in here to see. I'm not going to interest you in doing anything like that. You could potentially light the end of the nacelles, because they're clear. These aren't. These are painted on. You could maybe do all 3 if you can get some wire underneath there and hidden and get this in the right position. These, yes, come off, but you would be able to drill something inside there and layer a cable if you are a genius, to be honest, because that bit takes some thin stuff. And I know there's the model kit for the Polar Lights AMT Enterprise, and you have to, if you want to light the nacelles. This section here, with the actual grid part here, you get a kit and there's an extra part which sticks over the top of that. You have to scrape away some of the plastic to lay 2 cables, to stick them in place, and then put over a piece of plastic, a sticker, to make them look as they should. But there we have it, is the Playmates Transwarping Enterprise, which in some levels isn't that bad. Honestly, for a toy, that looks odd because you've got this handle bit here and it's kind of, yeah, it's almost the right length anyway. Emitters here, emitters there, everything's an emitter. But yeah, it's good for what you get. And that front bit, to be honest, it does look like a headless moustache. So I think I might actually move that, because it looks absolutely ruddy stupid. So, there, done. These things are all over eBay. A lot of the Playmate stuff are all over, and it's nice to see that they're still out there. It's nice to see one out there that I can stick the stickers, most of the stickers myself. And so there's a few others I'm going to put on the extra bits on here and on there. Oh, forget that. On for the yeah, the warning phases hot sort of red curve, but I'll do that whenever, if ever, anyway, so that's great, that's fine. So it's Transwarping Enterprise from Playmates. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, follow me on social media if you wouldn't mind, or if not, please subscribe. Plenty and plenty of videos out there. Become a member of the YouTube, become a Patreon, help if you want to donate something, if you've got something you don't want, anything like this that looks like it's absolutely trashed, I might be able to do something with it. I might be able to do something with the parts and kit bash something else. And you'll always get your name at the front on the beginning scroll. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.